Previously on Phoenix Wright's Spirit of Justice. Where's Dhurke? Apollo, over there. Oh god. Oh man. Oh jeez, I hear punching and feet shuffling and kicking and... Is that a chainsaw? Nick, is that you? Maya! Maya! Dhurke, he saved me. Man, I'm gonna need to watch this 10 times. Apollo, let's go regroup somewhere. I need a pizza. And now back to the present. He was holding... It looked like a knife anyway, and it looked like there was blood on it. Are you okay, Apollo? No, I'm not. I say yes, but I mean no. Edgeworth is speaking with the local police. So let's sit tight until he returns. Okay. Ellipses. I know you must be in a state of shock right now, but I need you to stay with us, Apollo. He's right. I can't go to pieces now. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'll be fine. I'll be fine! Hey, dude. How's it going? Right, Mr. Justice. I'm afraid I have some bad news. It looks like things will only get more complicated from here. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what's happening with Dhurke? How do I put this in words? As I understand it, he has been officially charged with the murder of Minister Inga. He has. However, I did manage to get us permission to investigate the crime scene. And I expect we'll be allowed to visit Mr. Sadmati shortly. Thank you. Is he going to be the prosecutor again? I'm sure glad Prosecutor Edgeworth is here with us. Also, it just so happens that Detective Ska is here in Karine. Of course she is. So I've asked her to assist us with our investigation. What? What's she doing here? She's here because we needed to fill our cute girls quota. Oh, really? Oh boy. Well, you can't blame the dude. He's been ferrying her around all over the place. A few days here, a few days there. They've almost become a team of sorts. Despite what Nahyuta says. Seems he thinks highly of them as skills. Yeah, I'm sure that's why he took her on the Ferris wheel. So what now, Apollo? I think I'll go pay Dhurke a visit at the detention center. I mean, that sounds like a good start. I want to check on Maya at the hospital. What about you, Athena? Who do you want to go with? Well, if there's footwork to be done, I'd better stick with Apollo and give him a hand. Very well, then I will accompany Wright. Okay, we'll go our separate ways for now. Alright, if anything comes up, you have my cell number. No, actually I don't. We've known each other all these years, but whatever. Do you know your way around here, Apollo? It's been over 10 years since I left, but I'll try not to get us hopelessly lost. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Any ideas what to do? Queen Garan sure has a lot of personal attendants. Yeah, the Garan Royal Guard. They're like her own private army. Or like an elite fan club made up of carefully selected soldiers who adore her. That's how I see it anyway. That's a pretty blunt way of putting it. Dhurke Sadmati, the charismatic leader of the Defiant Dragons, arrested. I mean, they already wanted him before, and now they've actually got him on something on top of that. That's gonna deal a major blow to the rebels. Yeah, I can already see Dad's having a heart attack when he finds out. Where is he, anyway? Speaking of Dad, he was on the plane with us. Oh, he was! So he's here. But I haven't seen him since we landed. Dhurke said he wanted Dads to go home before he caused any more trouble. Yeah, he strikes me as a troublemaker. I just hope he doesn't do anything crazy, like trying to break Dhurke out of jail. Foreshadowing! Dear me. Well, I mean, we could take a look at this, maybe see what it's like from Apollo's point of view. Mr. Wright stayed there the entire time he was here, apparently. Why would he stay at a temple instead of a hotel? It's cheaper, Apollo, you silly. What do you think, we got money coming out of our asses over here? He says it helped to cut costs. Oh, well, there you go, jeez. Man, long stays at a hotel. Yeah, I can tell you some stories there, let me tell you. But he had to sleep on the floor with a load of strangers. There weren't any showers either, so he was stinky. Wow, that's worse than staying at a youth hostel for backpackers. Are we speaking from experience here? Oh, wow. Sure are a lot of temples around here. In fact, it looks like most of the buildings around here are related to Karanism. Yep, and the pool. This is said to be a sacred spring and a pathway for souls to follow. People of Karain believe the spring draws souls to the temple. And by the truth gained in the Hall of Justice beyond, they are memorialized. Seems that legal trials and funeral rites are inseparable in this country. What's that called when you like buy two things at once? You get the package or whatever. The package deal. I was trying to make a joke there and I couldn't think of the... well, whatever. So I reckon we'll just move. Wow, so where do we go? Go back to the tomb, go to the detention center. May 18th, Detention Center. Apollo, here to see your old man, are you? Are they done interrogating you? Nope, the fun hasn't even started. I imagine they'll really rake me over the coals, though. I don't even want to think about how harsh their interrogation method will be. Yeah, but that's nothing compared to what they'll do if they find him guilty. Yeah, They've branded me a terrorist who killed the previous queen and now the justice minister. If found guilty of these crimes, I'll be facing a very public execution. Public execution? This is worse than I thought. Come on, son, turn that frown upside down. You'll jinx us. As soon as I get out of here, I'll take you to this tasty hash house I know. Hash house? I'd like that. Aw. I really need to focus on what happened. Time to switch work mode. Switch to work mode. Dhurke, can you tell me what happened? Oh, and there's also something I want you to take a look at. Okay. Yeah, let's talk first. The incident. Dhurke, what happened in there? You didn't really kill Minister Inga, did you? Well, the thing is... I really don't know. Huh? I remember seeing the mural of the founder right as I entered the tomb. But I got all dizzy immediately after that. The next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand. And covered in Inga's blood. So you don't remember meeting with him? No, the last thing I remember after entering the tomb was feeling really dizzy. Is somebody, like, outside my window? There's no way he can explain what happened if he can't remember anything. Yeah. I suppose there's no getting out of this one. But we can't give up yet. What did I say about... Did I say anything about giving up? I was just messing with you, son. Well, stop. It's not funny. Sorry. Sheesh, nothing seems to faze him, not even being arrested for murder. This is going to be one tough case, Apollo. Not only have I been charged with Inga's murder, I've also been charged with Amara's assassination from 23 years ago. You're on trial for 2 charges? Iran is practically licking your chops just thinking about my public execution. Guess it means we can't afford to lose our heads, huh? My god, you dude. You dude. I don't know how you can laugh at a time like this. So, son, I take it you'll be defending me at my trial? Of course. You can count on me. That's my boy. Looks like your nerves are as steely as those vocal cords of yours. Whoa. Sound just got really weird. After all, you've got the DCA to contend with, too. Oh, right. How could I forget? So if you're found guilty, then I'll be charged with the same double homicide, huh? Don't tell me you forgot about that. Actually, I kinda did. I'll be fine. I just have to make sure I'll win this one. Make sure we win this one. You sure? Because you don't sound very fine. Well, it's a lot to take in, you know. Apollo, what was that about an assassination 23 years ago? Oh, well, sit down for this one. 23 years ago, here we go. About that incident 23 years ago, was when the previous queen, Amara, was assassinated, wasn't it? Yes. Someone set her private residence on fire. Oh boy. Hang on a second. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, is that... First of all, is that possible? That Sarge's mom was a queen. Did we? They just said the queen got assassinated. Did the king just run away and maybe take his daughter with him? Their daughter? Whatever? Oh man, I don't want to think about this too much. See, if I get it stuck in my head that those are the same person, Sarge's mom and this queen, then I'm gonna not be able to stop thinking of it. Ugh. She lost her life in the ensuing blaze. And you were arrested for the crime? Why would they arrest you, Mr. Sadmati? Weren't you just a lawyer back then? What relation could you have had with the queen? Well, about that, Amara was, well, she was my wife. Oh God. Wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. Okay, I've just been sitting here for like 2 minutes thinking about this. Oh, well. I may not look the part, but I was once husband to a queen. In short, I was royalty. Wow. That just kind of came out of nowhere. Are you saying you won the heart of the reigning queen? Pretty amazing, huh? Not just anybody can do that, son. You got a lot to live up to if you want to catch up to me. Come on, you're talking to a guy who honed his prowess against witnesses on the stand. Even a queen is no match for this dragon's glare. Wow, you're really something else. So was a verdict ever reached, Dhurke? I think it must have been. I acted as my own attorney and won. Until I was accused of fabricating evidence, that is. Then it all went south. And where have I heard a story like that before? Ugh. So is that how this whole thing started, then? That's why they hate lawyers now? Because that's kind of bad if it is. Ugh. I made a run for it. You ran? But why? I didn't kill Amara, and I didn't fabricate any evidence. But if I had stuck around for a retrial, I'd have been found guilty for sure. Couldn't allow that to happen. Amara's true killer would never face justice if I did. So I left my law practice behind and went underground. But that was 23 years ago. It's like more than half of your life, dude. Are you telling me that after all these years, you still haven't discovered the truth? Yeah, the fact that it was an arson means that the crime scene was reduced to ashes. It can't be a coincidence that there's 2 people dying by fire in this game. I think they almost want you to believe, or at least want you to know, that we are talking about the same person here. There is little in the way of evidence left. It's just been brick wall after brick wall. I guess that means it's all up to me to figure it out, huh? Along with Minister Inga's murder, of course. Well, that one's gonna be easy by comparison. I mean, how much evidence can you have from something that happened 23 years ago? You think you're gonna be sick, Apollo? Hey, this isn't any worse than when Phoenix told us he was gonna take us out in court. Come on, son, don't look so down. With you on the case, it'll work out somehow. I mean, it always does. Say, son, do you remember my office? Sure, I remember that messy, dimly lit room. Don't call it a room, son, it's an office. The file I've amassed on Amara's assassination is kept there. I think it might help you on this case. It definitely would. Do you remember how to get there? Let me think. Left on Tyler Street, right on Durden, left on 23rd, and right on... No, that wasn't it, but shut up. I recall going in through a manhole. How can I not, Dhurke? I hated how I always get so dirty getting there. And that stench. God, the stench. That old case is important too, but I should probably focus on the minister's murder first. Oh, there's no doubt they're connected, because they always are. But at the same time... Is there even a point? I mean, we have to, right? I'm proud of you, son. You've really become a fine lawyer. Well, at least it means I'm qualified to defend you. To think the day would come where you'd come to my defense. I'm one lucky man. Now I can die in peace. Well, slow down. I'm gonna prove you innocent, so... You are you? Just pulling your leg, son. Even when he's in the slammer, Dhurke is Dhurke. Wow. We're talking about one of the most lovable characters ever. I see you got it safely out of the tomb. Why'd you throw it at me like that? I want you to listen carefully, son. The orb must not fall into Garon's hands. Not ever. I thought Minister Inga was the one who was after it. He was the one who lent it to Professor Buff to study, after all. So haven't you exposed its crime now? I have, but there's more connected to this relic than meets the eye. Much more. And whatever it is, I can't help but feeling that it could turn this entire kingdom upside down. You said something like that before. Garon will do anything to retrieve this. So guard it well, son. At least until tomorrow's trial. I'm afraid your time is up. Oh, hello! I was wondering when we were going to see you again. How's it going? It's always so weird to look at you people head on, apply directly to the forehead. Oops, I wouldn't want to do that because I would cut my forehead on your thing. Nahyuta, period. Not exclamation mark, just period. It's time for the prisoner's interrogation. Oh, you don't do that in here. This ain't court. So begone, you putrid-headed criminal abetting lawyer. Wait, don't tell me. You're the prosecuting attorney? What but that would mean? One son up against another son. Is there a problem here? You bet there is. He's your father. So, your point is, my relation to the accused is irrelevant. The fact remains I am a prosecutor. Now let it go and move on. No, that's not what I don't think I'm getting through to him. Don't even bother. Nahyuta, long time no see, son. How you been? Look, I hear you've been serving Garon. Rather faithfully, in fact. Whatever happens to our dream of taking her down and changing this country, son? The past is the past. Wow, these drums in this song are really good. It's been a great soundtrack. I just keep finding myself stopping and listening to it. What do you mean? Why are you doing this? It's simple. People change. The Nahyuta you knew exists no more. Listen, son, I don't know what made you change like this. But you're still my boy, even if you prosecute my case. The rest of the Defiant Dragons and I eagerly await your return. Whenever you're ready, we'll welcome you back with open arms. Man. Oh! No, he got him! That was a sprite we'd never seen before. There's something going on. Oh god, this is why he's always saying let it go and move on. It's like he's trying to tell himself to. Now let us waste no more time, for flowers do not blossom simply from talk of the past. What? Maybe they do. Nahyuta, I get the feeling there's something he wants to say but can't. God, move the accused to the interrogation room. Yes, sir. This way, you rebel scum. Ow, watch it. Not so rough, will you? Damn, dude. Save it for the bedroomers. Ugh. Is he seriously gonna prosecute his own father? crazier and crazier. Oh my god, man. Well, I think we've seen all there is to see there. To the royal residence? To the tomb? I don't know. What should we do? I think, well, we were just there, actually, so... Yeah, there's definitely going to be stuff to look at here. Holy crap. Amara's tomb. I can never, like, make up my mind whether to say Amara or Amara. I think they both sound pretty good, though. So this is the tomb of Amara, the previous queen of Khura'in. It's really lavish. I guess you could say it's fit for a queen. No, I can't even laugh at that. Is the faceless woman in that mural over there Amara? No, that's the Holy Mother. She's the one who brought spirit channeling to Khura'in. Yep. Alright, the woman in the orb. Oh, it's you two getting right down to business, I see. Emma, it's you, isn't it? Oh yeah, hello babe, how's it going? Oh god, you look so good. You always do though. Hi Emma, we heard you'd give us a hand if we needed it. Yep, Mr. Edgeworth asked me to help where I could. So, it's been quite a while since you've been back in Khura'in out here. Yeah, more than 10 years in fact. Well, you sure didn't waste any time. I mean, you're already mixed up in a murder. You're as big as a trouble magnet as Mr. Wright. Or I didn't quite say that right. Please don't say that, my luck's already bad enough as it is. Emma, I hear Prosecutor Sadmani has requested your services again. He seems to have really taken a liking to you. Oh god, let's not talk about this. Oh, she doesn't like him. Okay, we're fine. You mean his ephemeral holiness? Munch, munch, munch. Oh my god, look at her eyes. She's so precious. Oh my god. Ah! I hate when I sound like that. I don't mind that he approves of me and my abilities. It's just his people skills need some serious work. But when he manages to smile and compliments my work, it's hard to say no. Plus, working on investigations overseas, but the flying back and forth. What are you? Oh, wait, stop. Hang on. It's been tough, and the lack of sleep has been brutal on my skin. To make matters worse, the defendant in this case is someone I know. I mean, how can it get any worse? Did you say... Did she know Dhurke? So they got one complicated prosecutor-detective relationship going on. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I guess talk first. The incident. The antecedent. Emma, have you determined the cause of death? Blood loss from a stab wound. A single stab in the back was enough to cause the victim to bleed to death. The estimated time of death is 3 p.m., which is when Dhurke came onto the scene. Was it? I thought it was like 2:45 or whatever. It's too close to really nitpick here. It says approximately 3 p.m. That's close enough. Any suspects besides Dhurke? Well, we can't suspect Maya. She's already been suspected in one case in this game. We can't do two. And Maya had been tied up until she was freed by the Queen's Royal Guard. Could someone have been hiding somewhere in here? Not likely. I was told this tomb was searched from top to bottom right after the murder. During that time, the Royal Guard set up a perimeter to prevent anyone from escaping. This gives me kind of a bad feeling, because didn't they say earlier that Dats ran off after he got off the plane? In other words, the crime scene was completely sealed off? Yep. It would appear so. No way for a third party to escape without being spotted, so... Great. It's another one of those convoluted locked room mysteries. You gotta love them. The victim. About the victim, Minister Inga. He was the kingdom's Minister of Justice, correct? Yeah. Inga Karkul Khura'in was the second most powerful figure in Khura'in. I can't believe he's dead. I thought he was going to be like an integral figure. Or we were going to be prosecuting him or something. Well, no, we would have been defending. You always play as defense. Plus, he was married to the Queen. Seems strange that someone of his status would abduct someone. Apparently, he only told a few of his most loyal subordinates about his plan. That way, there was little chance of the police or even the Queen finding out. What was Inga hoping to gain by getting his hands on the orb? That I don't know, but I'm working on it. Well, have fun with that, because I think I know exactly what it is. Well, okay, so, well, I mean, I don't know if I really do or not. I mean, it seems like he was after the power, but I don't know if he could have had it for himself. Because a medium is necessary to take the power, but then the medium gets the power, not him, so... I don't know, maybe he made a... I mean, I want to say he made a deal with her or something, like, oh, you can have this power if you stay here forever, or if you... What even is the power? Maybe there is no power, and it's all just a big myth or something. I don't know. That's me right there, right now, just swaying back and forth, thinking these things to myself. I wonder if it really was for what Paul Addison Wickerson said. What did he say again? He said a lot of things. I must deliver it to my benefactor at all costs! Don't you miss me? What do they want that relic for, anyway? It's something to do with an old legend. My patron seeks the great power said to be granted to whoever solves its secret. So the power goes to whoever solves the secret, sure. I guess, but if it's really him that solves the secret, then maybe he would get the power. You would need to use a spirit medium to do the deed, but it would have been you that solved the secret. And I guess Maya, as the other person, as Queen Amara, or no, as Ami Faye, would actually bestow the power on him. But what if he couldn't have it because he was a man? Because they said back in case 2-2, it's only women get this thing. So maybe he didn't know that or something? I don't know. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. A great power that is said to be bestowed on whoever solves the orb's secret. In Gurine, only those who can channel spirits are said to be fit to rule. Is that why Inga wanted such power? Did he want to be king? Since he wasn't technically king, he was just married to the queen. I always thought if you were married to the queen, you were just automatically king, but I guess not. I don't know. Maybe it's the other way around. The king chooses the queen or whatever. So this is the tomb of the previous queen? Yeah, Queen Amara's laid to rest here. She lost her life in an arsonist blaze. What a tragic end. I heard this tomb sits on the actual site of her residence before it was burned down. They built it on the same spot so her soul could rest in peace. So this is where the fire happened, huh? Why do you think Minister Ingo was holding Miss Faye captive here? Did he want her to channel Queen Amara? And maybe this would be the best place to do it because it's the perfect spot if you think about it. It's close to his private quarters, which made it easy to keep an eye on his prisoner. And the courtyard is only open to the royal family, so he had little fear of prying eyes. Plus, the tomb is normally locked, and only the royal family is allowed access. That's why he picked this place. How long had Miss Faye been held captive? 6 days. Jesus. That long. It appears that she was severely weakened by her prolonged confinement. She passed out as soon as she was freed, and is now on an IV drip at the hospital. She's been asleep ever since. Wow, dude, that girl's been through way too much. Emma, do you mind if we start looking around? Sure, I've already got the okay. Knock yourselves out. Oh, and here. This is a $100 bill. I know it doesn't look like it. No, actually, that's the diagram of the room, isn't it? Okay. Thought I'd give you a copy to help your investigation along. I noticed one of the things on the side looks broken or something. On the map it does. Oh, and let me know if you need my forensic expertise. Don't you dare keep all the fun to yourselves, you hear? I wouldn't even dream of it, man. Wouldn't dream of it. You don't need to worry about that. Besides, I'd hardly classify this as fun. I think we'll start examining stuff next time, because I've actually recorded way too much already today. So, take care and see you next time, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bo.